Civil rights attorney and law professor and criminal defense attorney Richard Herman. Good to see both of you. All right, so that we know, investigators in New York and London are also looking into two of the cases. So, Richard, could any of these investigations lead potentially to criminal charges?
Well, they could, Fred, because any non-consensual touching is a crime. It's simple. It can't be any simpler than that. And why the district attorney in 2015 in New York County did not prosecute when they had corroboration, they had a tape where Weinstein admitted it, that raises so many specters of issues. He took a $100,000 campaign donation, just horrible. But here's the thing, Fred. It's easy to sit back and say, they should prosecute him. They should prosecute him. These alleged victims will have to testify under vicious cross-examination, Fred. Their personal sexual histories will be put on display here. The embarrassment, humility, it's so difficult to do this, Fred. Consent will be the issue. Without any DNA, it's their word and their word alone. Very tough.
So, Richard, you talked about that 2015 case. We're talking about the audio tape of a young lady. She was also profiled in the New Yorker magazine, where the reporter talked to a number of people. The young model, whose name was Ambra Batalana Gutierrez, telling authorities that she was groped by Weinstein. She wore a wire. And here's the audio tape. Let's listen.
I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Please come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my jacket, you can go.
Yesterday you touched my wrist.
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that.
But are you used to that?
So, Richard, you mentioned earlier the Manhattan DA, did not prosecute, saying there really was not enough, evidence there. So now that this whole case has been, opened up, or all these accusations have been made, and there's a lot of corroboration with these accusations, do you see that this 2015 case will be revisited, that potentially someone else will consider that, yes, there is sufficient evidence, so let's proceed?
Well, it's the same district attorney, Fred, so I don't know. He's got egg on his face. He may try to rebuild himself. I don't know. But, let's be clear,
but might
Fred.
there be pressure on him that it's been so public? He responded to it this week in that press conference, but might others, public opinion, pressure from other legal extensions might say, you need to reconsider this?
It's a lot of pressure, Fred, and hopefully he will. But that case is different from the other ones, because here you have corroboration. And let me make it clear, any attempt by any person with power and money to take advantage of women or the opposite sex is horrible. It's horrible. But to prove these cases, it's not what you know, Fred, it's what you can prove. And here, Fred, you must be able to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt, and without any corroboration. These are very, very difficult to prove, Fred, because the cross-examination is devastating on these alleged victims. And juries are going to say they consented. They wanted to better themselves in Hollywood. So they slept with this guy, or they had sex with him because they wanted to role in that movie. It's consent, Fred, and it's a tough issue, and it's tough to win.
Interesting. Okay, quickly, Richard, then your response to $100,000 admission, question mark? You say no.
All right, in civil cases, most of them, the statute of limitations have expired. Two, any of these settlements that were reached at a court, I got to believe Carnac, Johnny Carson, that those settlement agreements do not admit anything. In fact, they probably go up, say he's a wonderful guy, and because of not, whatever, there'll be language in there that won't admit guilt. That's the point with those settlements, Fred.
Interesting. All right, also fascinating. The legal road ahead, or simply the road ahead for Weinstein, whatever it ends up being, fascinating. All right, Avery Freeman, Richard Herman, thanks so much. And again, the meeting taking place today.